Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless collective love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming towards you, who's coming towards you, any loving energy that they want you to know. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. I'm very grateful. Let's see what our guides have for you today. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have an apology. Okay. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. Is there somebody out there that owes you an apology? Is there somebody out there that things could be, they're saying things could be different if that apology came through. Okay, so there's a sense of, all I want to hear from you is one thing, and then, you know, things could be different. Spirit, please share with me. I have unseen, love can be blind. Was I overlooking the red flags? The space that you have. I'm going to tag this as a no contact. I hope you saw that this is a no contact. I'm going to say, you know, this sense of unseen feelings, you know, was I missing the red flags? Should I have been more honest with myself is how I feel. So something is going on here. Trust, guarding your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. It always takes time to regain. They're saying regain. So that's kind of optimistic to me. Regaining your trust. And maybe that's something that I'm willing to work on. But yeah, this feeling of things could be different. They could be very different. I have a true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond a superficial attraction. So this connection could be more than, of course, just physical. And we have a lot of energy into this, Spirit saying we've shared many lifetimes together. This is a soul contract. So it's hard to get out of. And we are just experiencing what we need to go through in this lifetime. So let's see what the cards are saying. Let's see what they need you to know today about this connection. Right now, things could be different, very different. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I have a Justice card. I have a 6 of Wands. And I have a Tower. This is coming into me as I don't want it to be over. I want to work things out. There's a sense of, is it done? You know, we could both be thinking, how much time has to pass before somebody comes forward and does that apology or says what they need to say? But there is a sense of, I want to work at it and I don't want it to be over. So, but at the same time, you know, I'm looking at that Tower and saying something has to change, something has to give. So we have to work at it, and I have to be treated fairly as the Justice card. I need to be treated with respect. Little bit of he's on a horse, but it feels like I want you to look up to me. I want you to respect me. Now that could be that you feel like you don't respect this person. You maybe used to put them on a pedestal. Maybe you used to admire them. You know, you were proud to be with them. And now maybe you've lost all respect. You know, maybe you're just like, oh, you know, I just can't believe what you've done to me. And you're going to have to re-earn that. There's a sense of you have to re-earn that respect. But they want that. They do. They want you to feel that way again about them. So that is how I feel like they're struggling. They're just struggling. They're saying they would put you first. Maybe that was something that they struggled with. I have a Temperance. I have strength. I have a Page of Swords. That felt like an apology. I'm trying to get the strength to apologize. I mean, be a big person, pick up the phone. It's not that hard. And I have a Nine of Swords. That is a feeling of I'm missing you more than you know. Okay. I feel that I'm really worried that it's over for good. I'm really waiting to hear from you. I feel like there's waiting on both sides. It's probably a stalemate situation where I'm not calling you. You got to call me. And the other one's like, why do I have to be the one that calls? So it's like little kids. But no, you're not little kids. You're grown-ups with real feelings, and you're hurt, and you're worried that this could be over. So I do feel like I'm really starting to, I'm giving it a lot of thought. I will say that. I don't know if I'm in a panic, because I do feel this sense of I'm still trying to just keep my peace of mind. I'm still trying to just go through my day. I'm still trying to take care of myself first. So I do feel like you've made that decision that no matter what happens in this relationship, you are taking care of yourself. So I'm proud of you for that. I think that's important. I have a Ten of Swords and a King of Cups at the bottom of my deck here. They're saying, do you still love me? I mean, basically, is it over? Do you still love me? Now, you don't just stop loving somebody. I mean, maybe you do. You're so mad that you're like, I could never love you again. But I believe that you don't stop loving somebody. I believe that even when you're angry, hurt, sad, lonely, depressed, bitter, anything, that there's a part of you that says, I still love this person. We shared a life together. We shared a lot together. So I don't feel like this person is somebody that you've grown out of love with. You could be mad, but they're saying to you, have you stopped loving me? And that's what they're worried about. Do you still love me? And if you can answer that, then things could be so different. Yeah, there's this incredible sense of, if I apologize and we can rebuild trust and you still love me, then things can be so different. So not easy, is it? It's never easy. It's sometimes we just have to heal. Spirit just said that's okay. I have loyal, trusting, reliable. I want you to believe in me again. There was a time that you put me on a pedestal. There was a time that you did look up to me, that you admired me, that I did everything that maybe I was supposed to be doing in a relationship. But I lost that. But that golden retriever energy is still the same, beautiful, loving, loyal person. And it's like, I made a mistake. I'm going to say it that way, whether maybe it's a big mistake. Maybe it's just something they said. Maybe it's a third-party situation that really, really interfered with this connection. But the question is it repairable, Spirit? I have bluff, pretending. I think that has to do with the calling. I think that has to do with the game of chicken. I'm going to see how long it takes for you to call me. I'm going to see if you really loved me, you would pick up the phone and chase me, but there's always that one person that says, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired of this. You pushed me away. You did this, you did that. So it's the calling the bluff, the game of chicken, and I'm not doing it this time. That could be you. Rejection. There could be, I felt that you left me high and dry. You proved to me that you wanted to be with somebody else, so go be with somebody else. They're saying, why me? You know, why all of a sudden me? You realized your feelings after the fact. So sometimes, you know, it's kind of a low blow to them that they make a big mistake and then they're shocked that there's consequences. They're shocked that their life changes. They're shocked that they got a reaction from you, you know, so I don't know what they could be surprised about if this, you know, somebody interfered in this connection. I'm conflicted. I'm trying to make a decision. You know, of course, we all have choices. You know, they can choose to be single. They can choose to date whoever they want. They can choose to, you know, sleep with whoever they want if that's what they really want. But what they can have is that and have you. So the only choice is that if they want you, they have to be loyal, reliable, and believable. And when that's gone, then we have a real issue. And that's why Spirit's saying we have to rebuild. There is a sense of, I want to work on this. Is it going to be easy? No, maybe it hasn't been easy for a long time, the two of you. Maybe we have, we've been here before, they're saying. So whether it was in a previous life or in this lifetime, we've been here before. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 7 of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Wands. I have a Knight of Pentacles. And I have a Death card. I have to tell you, this person is giving it a lot of thought to, I either have to put in a lot of work to keep that queen or it is over. So they're having a wake-up call to, I have to start to show up. I gotta fix things. And there is this sense of, or I'm losing you. There's definitely a fear of losing you. I think that that's the aha moment. That's the epiphany. And the longer that this stalemate happens and you aren't chasing them and they think that the ball's in their court and they're realizing it isn't, that's when they're freaking out. You know, I'm going to say somebody's freaking out. I would say that. I think that, especially over the holidays, like this doesn't make sense to them. They think that you're going to break. They think that the holidays are going to break you, that you're not going to be able to get through the holidays without them. But you can if you had to. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I don't want to go back and forth. I need somebody to make a choice. There's the, I need you to think highly of me again. I'm going to come back to that. I have a Temperance and I have an Ace of Swords. This person's ego is, they're crushed in some way. They're having a hard time because maybe they're not quite emotionally stable the way that they were. They're thinking about you all the time. They're worried that they've lost you forever, something like that. But they're also really, really worried about how you think of them, what you are thinking. You know, will you ever respect them again? Will you ever admire them? Will you ever treat them the same? You know, will you look at them differently from this point on? Or is this all repairable? It's no big deal. It was a misunderstanding. It was a big mistake. If it isn't something that's, you know, really very difficult to get over. So this is a, I am thinking about you, of course, but they're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about, how are you going to treat me? Are you going to act the same? Because they want somebody to be in their life that puts them on that pedestal. And maybe you would have a hard time doing that again. Maybe it will come back. Maybe it's something that you never lost. But that is definitely how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like that is their worry. Their worry is, if we fix things, will it be the same? And they probably are just struggling with that. You know, it's just a matter of, they're saying a matter of time, but they're saying time, meaning time card. So let me grab those. Something about the time cards for this reading. Spirit, please share with me. I have the number 12, December. I have 1, January. I have 29, 29th of the month, maybe right before the new year. I can't go into the new year without knowing where we stand. I'm not going to start the new year without you. I have the number 9, 9 days from now. I have the number 24. What's today? 24. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's tonight for some of you. Let's see if I can get some feelings. Let's see if they want to share with me any feelings. I'm working on myself so we can come into union. I need you to trust me right now. So if they've been taking time, they realize their mistakes. They've been growing. They've been talking to people. They have been overthinking the situation. They've been asking themselves what it is I want, what it is that I'm looking for. How could I do better? Will you find it in your heart to forgive me after all this time? I'm afraid you will not give me a second chance. I think there's an incredible fear over you're not going to look at them the same way. And that is important to them. If you can, let's just say they do come to you with an apology. If you can truly in your heart say, I can get over this and we can continue. It's just part of a blip on the radar screen. And you can look at them with that admiration and you can still respect them and you can still admire them. I would say then, yeah, you guys have a great chance at healing. There, it's let the healing. Things could be different. Things could be so different. It's kind of like, quote unquote, it could be so different if somebody just apologized. I've been researching soulmates and twin flames. I know more than I think you do. I know more than you think I do. So maybe they feel like they're like you always said we were soulmates or twin flames, and they're like, I don't even know what that means. And now they're kind of like looking it up and watching videos on it and realizing that, yeah, there's more going on here. Okay, so maybe they're learning about a soul contract. That would be nice. I'm ready to open up my heart and have an honest conversation. Just tell me the truth, right? That's all I'm asking. And, the truth heals. It really does. Even if it's not what we want to hear. It's like, okay, now it's out. It's over. I know. So you can move on. But yeah, just tell me the truth is, I think, the key to this connection. So we'll put this out to the universe. Some of you may have some news heading into this week, the end of the week, the new year, something like that. I don't want to go into the new year not knowing. So I do feel like some of you are going to get a response from this person and hear from your person. I just want to know the truth. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your kind words and your comments. I appreciate them all. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels. I'll put the links in the description below. We'll see what happens with this no contact, and I'll send it out to the universe now and ask Spirit to guide you both. We'll see you soon.